All right, I'm late. I'm late for once. Oh, background music. Oh no, I'm all sorts of fucked up this afternoon. All right, yeah. Let's please screen, please. Okay, yep. All right, starting soon. Screen's up. I'm in the Discord call. What else do I need? Background music. That's right. That's not it. What the? That's not it. Let's see. Go ahead and do this. Open YouTube. Oh fuck, earbuds. I probably should put some earbuds in so I can actually hear what I'm doing. And if you guys are gonna jump scare me, that's gonna be the only way it happens. It connected to my cell phone. Let me get these connected. Okay, that should be good. And get this opened up. There we go. All right, everything should be good. Let me grab a water real quick before we actually start. Where's my bag? Oh, there it is. I've got some orcs ready for Orktober. I've been working on them at work. I've just been putting them together and building them. I'm excited. There's a lot of like Beast Boys in this box, which is, I'm not opposed to having a bunch of Squig Boys, so we'll see. We'll see how they turn out. I'm kind of nervous on painting them. Oh, why is my stream dying? YouTube doesn't say it's dying, but let me refresh this real quick and disconnect my cell phone from the Wi-Fi, because that always helps for some reason. Okay, that should be good. I think everything's set. Let me check my wet palette. We'll see what's still good. I have all that. And this stream will actually start out not talking Death Watch. We will start out talking orcs, because tomorrow is the start of Orktober. So let's go ahead and we'll lower this just a touch more. Oh, YouTube's doing the dumb shit again, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. That's that. Let me go ahead and switch to the stream cam. And what else did I need to do? I needed to do something else. Now I can't remember what it is. Everything looks good there. I wanted to change this. Okay. Description saved. Everything's saved. Oh, I cannot wait for my new lighting setup to show up. Oh, that'll be here Friday. So, new lighting setup. I'm pretty excited for it. And Hopefully it'll do better than these two ring lights. It's not like these two ring lights aren't good. But so like I said, I did build a bunch of the orcs from the combat patrol. I will say I do like how this orc has a little squig with a shooter. I do find that very funny. Of course, he's got his power claw and his sword. He's got a lot of like beast skin. Now, if you wanted to do some really cool like salamanders or something, I would say you go get like orc kits and you just steal all the beast skin off of this one, because that's beast skin, that's beast skin. I mean, there's a handful of other ones that have like dragon scales like this. You would have to figure out how to get it off, because I think that's built into the mini. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could do a lot of kit bashing with the orcs. I know orcs are pretty notorious as great kit bashing projects, but no, I will say, beast. What are they? They're not beast boys. What are they? Snake bites, I think's the clan. Not necessarily the clan I'm gonna pick, but I want to pick something that's kind of an all-around clan where they use everything. I do like how this dude's just got two circular saws instead of a chain axe. He just got, well, it's not called a chain axe, it's called a choppa. But I do love that. Like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna take these two circular saws, make them spin, and then add a knife behind it. Add a machete. Oh. And a lot of the little dangly bits of ammo, that's very orcish. I don't know, I'm kind of excited for October. I am definitely going to be basing these white. And I don't know my color scheme 100% yet, but I imagine white with a light green. Probably, this is going to be their skin tone, probably. Goblin green from Vallejo. We'll see how it goes. I probably won't start on the boss yet. I'll probably do some other minis before that, like regular boys. Or these aren't boys, these are knobs. So I'll probably do some knobs before that. And next week, what am I getting next week? I'm getting some tools to drill out barrels and stuff, and some setups to make it so it's easier to airbrush them, basically. So we'll look forward to that next week. Is it next week or the week after? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure it's next week. Yeah, because this week's the 1st. Next week will be the 10th. Yeah. Okay. So, now we go to work on Death Watch. I will probably not stream tomorrow. And I'll put a reminder out about not streaming tomorrow, because I want to base the rest of these. I want to base the all the orcs. I'll probably do some basing of the Kroot minis that I have as well. And I mean, I've got a lot of stuff to work on. Like right now, I'm currently searching for a Kroot head I saw earlier, because it's not on the Flesh Shaper's body. This desk is a mess. I'm gonna have to clean this desk. Oh well, it's fine. It's gonna be here somewhere. We'll pay for a little bit, and if no one stops by to hang out, then that's fine. I'll just in stream at 9:30. I understand. It is a weeknight, so. Okay. How do I want to paint this? Reference photos time. I'm still gonna pull it up from the other day. Okay, I've got chat on here. Is there something else I'm missing from docs? Is it stats? No, it's not stats. I could have swore they did something else, but I don't know. I want to look at art. Okay, so a lot of the Death Watch has red for their weaponry. Okay, yeah, they're 90% red. Okay, I can do that. Some do black. Oh, that's a start collecting box of Death Watch. Okay, okay. I can, yeah, I can make these work. Yeah, that's fine. Red's fine. I can do it. I can deal with red. Oh, he has a shield. Okay, so that's why I didn't paint a weapon on him. The question is, what color red? Now let's just grab a new. Let me grab a new piece of wet palette. Throw this one in the garbage. Make sure to get paint all over my hand. And we'll add a touch of water to that. And the excess can go into the brush cleaner. Let me get all these orc boys out of the way. Now, they can chill over there. All right. The other half of this Death Watch stuff, obviously the like Necrons and stuff, I will be putting together sometime soon. I don't want to do it at work because there's a lot of little pointy things in those boxes, and I don't want to break something. And those, I mean, Necron aren't known to be the most sturdy minis ever. Because if this live stream doesn't pick up any traction tonight, I will actually probably end early, like I said earlier, and then I will work on the highlight video from the first day that I activated all those Twitch alerts, the Streamlabs stuff. Because I thought that was funny as hell, and I figured people would get a good laugh out of it. So, let's see here. I'm going to do a lot of red. Oh, that's right. He didn't have a Aquila across the front. Let me grab something here. Where are the Hazy stripes? Oh, he is a salamander. I could throw some flames on him. No flames. We might try doing some Hazy stripes tonight. That's a big might. I have to figure out where everything is in order to do it in the first place. So, let's see. I need acetone. I know where the nail polish is, but I need acetone. I should have some right here. Perfect. It goes into this container. That needs to be relabeled. And since we already primed it black, all we got to do is just do the little transfer over. Put the lid back on this. That is a horrific smell. No, it doesn't. It doesn't smell bad. It just smells like cleaner. I need to drop a droplet on that. I need paper towels. That I don't care if they get used for this. And I'm going to go ahead and clean the surface. Just the whole thing, just to be safe. It's nice and shiny. Let me find the other instruments I need to do this properly. That can go there. That can get out of the way. That can get out of the way. There's that. It's gonna be hard to do hazy stripes on this. I might not have thought this through. Hold on a second. I gotta... Oh, that's paint on my finger. I'm like, what the hell? I gotta clean this off real quick. I know I haven't done that yet. Oh. Well, that's news to me. Acetone eats through plastic. Well, that's lovely. Okay, it's actually wanting to stick. I think that's all set up correctly. So either this is going to work out very well, or we're going to mess it up. Oh, I need... Where's my little slidey card thing? I need one more thing. There it is. All right. Now, we're going to try this. There's a like 90% chance this does not go through as well as I hope. I want to make sure it actually transfers from like there onto the stamp, and then we'll put it on. Actually, I don't want to use this stamp. I want to use the other one because it is completely see-through and a lot more precise. Let me just put a dabble of that on that, and there it goes. No, where'd it go? There it is. All right, I dropped my acetone. That's all right. Okay, that's set. So they say, this is what they say to do. Let me shake this up. This has not been touched for some time. So they say just like cover half. Do a swipe. Then just a little bit of pressure. You don't have to do much. Okay, that's better than it usually is. Let's give it a good old second try. Oh fuck, I forgot one thing. I needed tape. Oh fuck it. I have acetone. No, it's stuck on there now. See, that's the other part. It gets stuck on this damn thing. Oh, we'll grab the acetone, put it on there. All right, maybe I do this off stream. Maybe I fuck with this more off stream when I actually have free time, and I'm not on like a work night. Because as good as an idea as this is, the practice does not like to work very well. Use that to clean that up. And we'll just stick to painting for tonight, because, yeah, I wanted to try to do that. But it's still, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I was super hyped for this, and now I don't know if I'm hyped for it anymore. Because I thought, oh, it'd be easy, just like press and stamp, press and stamp. Yeah, that's not how it quite works. Toss that out of the way. Let me make sure I don't spill any acetone anywhere, because that, like I said, that'll ruin a mini. And I spent 20 minutes to just do nothing. All right, now we're actually going to paint the mini. I want my red. Where's my red? Corn red, please. Somewhere. Anywhere. Where's it at? I put it back up there. That's transparent red. I've got to add one more thing. I forgot to do this yesterday, and I'm not going to forget it today. Let me add a text. Me cut. What am I on, day 3? There you go. Ah! I forgot to add that in the other day. That's a taunt to you guys. I don't know. I don't know. You guys get me to reset this like 4 times, and I don't know. We'll do something fun. We'll do a karaoke stream. Fuck it. I've done it before. I'll do it again. I'll sing terribly for you guys a second time. I ain't got no problems with that. Let me change the color of that to black. Or red. Actually, we'll see what red looks like. Let me fast forward so I can actually see it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let me actually do a proper capitalization as well. No one's gonna care about that but me. Alright, now we can paint minis. The whole first like 20 minutes of the stream was worthless. This corn red, I think, goes on a lot better than the rest of the stuff does. If I remember right. Red on this dark red, orangish red goes on really well. This isn't corn red, this is burnt red. What am I saying? Was Titus's Deathwatch gun red? I don't think it was. It must just be a painting thing. Right, that's, I was gonna say, that was getting a little loud for me. Let me turn it up for you guys a touch. Oh, I didn't want to touch that because if somebody... I'll leave it there. I forgot. I forgot. If I fuck with desktop audio, it messes with alerts. And I don't want to mess with those because I had it perfect for you guys. But how y'all doing? You working on anything tonight? I said earlier that I got a bunch of boys built. I'll grab the orc boss. I do like the little squig with the shooter. I will say, I'm not a huge like beast boys. What are they? Snake bites? They're called snake bites. I'm not a giant snake bites fan. I'm not a giant orc fan in general, but I'm excited about it. I'll paint them up for Orktober. I ain't got no problems with that at all. And if this stream runs short, I also will be working on a video tonight then. So we'll see how far we get. I don't expect to finish as many tonight, that's for sure. I really don't. I actually just had a talk with my roommate about mini painting because he hasn't felt like he's wanted to do it much. And I've told him, I'm like, hey man, maybe Space Marines are not your army. And I think he's burnt out on painting Space Marines. It's the only thing he's ever painted. He hasn't painted anything in like forever, and he just says it takes too long to paint. And I'm like, well, the more you do it, the faster you're gonna get. And he goes, well, you can like paint stuff in an hour. And I go, yeah, that's because I've almost consistently painted every day, except for last year during harvest. I've almost consistently painted every day, or I've at least tried to. I've tried to force myself to do it. You get far more confident in your painting ability when you do it over and over and over and over again. It makes me have no confidence in my freehand, but that's a whole different ballgame. But no, I also find it extremely relaxing. I don't know why, but my ADHD brain, when I paint, is just like, oh, this is nice. I don't think I've painted anything off stream in like quite some time. Some stuff might get painted off stream. For sure, terrain's gonna be painted off stream. I don't need to spend 2 days working on a singular piece of terrain. If there's like a Saturday that I'm not streaming and I'm just gonna like chill and paint minis, I'm gonna paint terrain. But no, I want to get that. I want to get the highlights from the stream. What was it? Sunday stream? Yeah, it was Sunday. And I want to make that into a little short video. The video today did very well. It was a rant that I went on last night about everything constantly being out of stock and how much I hate it. I hate it so much. Paint a plague burst crawler. What's your... Do you do the old school paint? Or... I've seen some of your stuff, Fat Man. Let me pull it up. I'm not going to pull it up on stream. I want to pull it up so I know what you're talking about. That is... Because I saw your Great Unclean one that you painted up a while back ago. Old school sometimes. Okay, so it's not old school all the time. Alright, alright. I mean, I can respect that. I understand doing it only somewhat. So are you just not sure if you want to do it the Tan Man or the what is Death Guard's color? Almost goblin green color. I imagine they actually have a color name. I just don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to do these in layers. Great. I do know tomorrow, I'm probably gonna say there's not gonna be a stream tomorrow. I'll take a break. I'll actually get to rest a little bit. I'm looking into getting thinking of flesh and muscle fibers. Oh, okay. Yeah, that will take a while. It's almost like, hold on. I've got two minis in one here. It's almost like, actually, I'd rather use this as an example. This mini looks better. Are you talking like how this almost has the muscle fibers? You can't really see it. There you go. You can see like the muscle indentation in the armor. Is that what you're talking, or are you talking just making the lining of muscle fibers? Because if you're talking like that's a lot of freehand, man. That? Okay. Yes, I'm working on the heavy. Tomorrow we start Orktober. I will probably swap back and forth between Orcs and Death Guard. I'd really love it if this spot that I'm currently painting would actually hold red paint and quit having me go back over it again and again. Okay, I might have went a little too hard on the red paint there. That's all right. I know painting World Eaters red and black, it takes a lot of layers of red to clearly come through on the black. Yes, Beast Snagga Boys. I'm not necessarily a huge Beast Snagga Boys fan, but I mean, it doesn't matter. It's more stuff to paint. I've got the boss. I put a whole bunch of them together at work. I do like the Power Fist, like being a beast, and his little squig that sits on his shoulder and shoots the Shuda. And then he has a robo arm that's this. I do like, now, if you were to be a Salamanders fan, if you get like 8 of these, you could make a really nice Salamander cape. This would be perfect for Salamander cape, but you need like 8 of them probably. I don't even know how much money that would be. But yeah, they're all Beast Snagga Boys, which is I'm fine with. I've just got to figure out like an orc clan that incorporates all tactics of fighting. And I'm like 50% sure that there is a clan like that. Because I know what is it? Snake Bites are the Wild Boys. Although I could just throw oh my god, how did I just forget his name? Old Orc and New Orc? Well, I could throw Gazgul Thraka in there and just say he's leading the Wa and he's the prophet, so he gets whatever he wants. If he wants Beast Snaggas, he's getting Beast Snaggas. Oh, I will say, I'm definitely not doing the pattern that is put on the box. Where's the box? This pattern, this artwork, hold on, I'm sorry, I just smacked my microphone. This artwork, I will tell you, I'm not doing that color scheme. Do you know how hard that color scheme is? I plan on basing everything in white, but ooh, white and dark red? Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I almost bought some more boys and some. I've gone through a little bit more of orcs, and I've almost bought some more boys, and I've almost bought some knobs, and I've almost bought some mega knobs, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep this all on the back burner. When I run out of orcs to paint, which is I doubt I'll paint all 26 minis that come in that box. I'm like 90% sure I won't paint them all in the entire month of October because, one, I take my time in some degree of painting, and two, I do a lot of my painting on stream now, and I would rather just paint those up and then take a break. I might take a break in the middle of October from painting orcs as well. Just depends on how they are. Because if they're super fun and easy to paint, I'll knock them out consistently, like Necron. I really do love painting Necron because it is the easiest thing in the world. Inspiration to armor. Yes, they did. I believe it's my Imperial Guard. The Krieg engineers are supposed to be veterans of a war against the orcs. I can't remember what they're pit up against on the shelf. Honestly, I really can't. Are they? I think it's the Tau. It might be the Tau. I don't remember. It might not stay that way, though. I'm just glad everything's worked out recently. I don't know what YouTube's problem was, but like YouTube wouldn't show my shorts. It would like suppress everybody's everything, like anything anyone put out, it would suppress it, and it wouldn't like actually put it out to many viewers. Because like my Commander Farsight mini short that I put out, usually a short gets roughly 1,000 views, and it got like 300, and I'm just like, did I do something wrong? And then I realized, nope, it's YouTube. It's doing it to everyone. But hopefully they've got it fixed. I'm like 90% sure I'm not going to go on a rant about something tonight. So I don't need to worry about that. Where was the reference picture I had earlier? There it is. Okay. I'll do that silver. I do like that in silver. Or lead belcher, not silver. That's easy. That's easy. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to look at reference stuff because I believe having a reference photo to kind of have an idea of like how you want to paint a gun, I really believe it is worth it. It makes painting a touch easier. And it can also show you, like, if you don't know how to edge highlight or you don't know where all to edge highlight, you can look at other people's and be like, oh, I like this, I like that. No. That's not, I'm not gonna stop recording tonight and then go on a rant about shit being sold out all the damn time like I did last night. Because I finished up stream last night, and then I went to GW's website to look at Beast Boys. I went to go look at orc stuff, and I kept seeing like cool shit that was sold out, and it was pissing me off. So I made a video about it. I edited it last night and then went to bed, and I got the thumbnail put together on my phone. I'm hoping, and I've talked about this before, I'm hoping to get a laptop sometime next week, so I can just like keep everything on my phone and transfer it to the laptop and basically do editing and stuff at work while I'm sitting in the tractor and not doing anything. Do thumbnails and stuff. Try to make better thumbnails. I know my thumbnails are pretty bland. Again, didn't know. I have zero idea of what I'm doing. So, it's fine though. That actually looks really good. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, no, the Rhinos rants, that's a classic. One of my highest viewed videos is me going off on a tyrant about, what was it? Was it 40k versus 30k stuff? Like, my highest viewed video on the channel should be that, if I remember right. It's either gonna be that. Yep. It's at 2,000, almost 3,000 views. and when I made it, I was mad and I was just going off. And then I published it and it got a bunch of views, and I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want people to think of me as this guy. It was just me being mad about it and talking out my ass, basically. I don't know why. I don't know what picked it up. Oh god. 12 Days of Squigmas? Oh, isn't that the Red Gobbo? Isn't that what that's all about? Like the Red Gobbo, and he has like 12 little dudes that you have to actually go to a Warhammer store to get or something? Or am I not thinking of something correctly? Okay, I'm gonna have to change my earbuds here in a second. Let me switch these out because they're gonna die. I believe... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure it's actually connecting. Yeah, I didn't think you did, you little bitch. Please connect. Oh, I forgot to stop the music. Yeah, it's fine now. Alright. Okay, everything's good. I know I'll probably have the rest of the combat patrol put together tomorrow. So, like I said, tomorrow might not be a stream. It might be me basing everything and everything like that. It's like, collect them all. You got them Pokemon cards you gotta go get. You gotta go collect them all. Although that's more of a Trays in the Infinite thing, so why is it not like that with Necron? Gotta go collect them all. Go collect all of the things. Be like Trazen. Oh. Oh. God, my knees and ankles need to stop popping. I'm not that old. Where is my lead belcher? It is not on my desk. And this has to be the air lead belcher. Yes, it is. Am I blind? I'm not blind because I don't see it. What the hell? I had this yesterday. How do I lose stuff that I literally had yesterday? Oops, I smacked my mic. There it is. It's fallen. It was tipped over, so I couldn't see it. I gotta shake this up still. Didn't they, what was it? Warhammer Heroes? Wasn't that like a gacha setup? Where it was random, whatever minis you got were entirely random? Oh no, don't tell me I'm out of lead belcher. I have an idea. Let me move these two out of the way. Yeah, I thought like Warhammer Heroes was something they did that was like a random mystery box. I know they've done it some way like that. Ridiculous ones possible. You know, that's why people make the dioramas, is because it's supposed to take place in Trazen's vault. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like Warhammer Heroes. Let me double check. I don't want to be spouting off something that's incorrect. Okay, I don't... Yeah. I'll pull it up on stream. As long as... So I think it might have been a Target thing only. Let me make sure this doesn't dox me in any way. You know what? I'll just pull up the photo. There we go. That can't dox me. Let's see. Good cam. Shut that off. This is Warhammer Heroes. It was like each one of these could be one of these minis. It's pretty much like Pokemon cards with Warhammer minis. I'm surprised they haven't tried to continue to do it. I think I could still buy it, but this is like buying a box and you just don't know what it is in it. So you can end up with doubles and triples. I want to say it's a kill team. Because that's for... Okay, so that's a lieutenant. That's a regular intercessor. Obviously a sergeant. A sniper. That's also regular. Although that looks like the smoke grenade from a lieutenant. That's an assault, and that's a heavy. Okay, I think it might actually be a kill team in total. But I've known about this box for a while now. And it being, like, completely blind. Maybe it was a bigger thing in Japan. That is a Japanese thing, a gotcha sort of thing. All right, we'll go back to this. Ooh, that's super liquidy. We'll make do. What was I gonna paint silver? What the fuck was I gonna paint silver? What did I need the lead melter for? Oh, I remember now. But no, you guys, anybody working on anything tonight other than just me? Like anybody else painting minis? Oh, don't forget, for anyone that might be new here, there is a Discord linked in the description. If you want to show off minis, you could show them off there. I've set up the Discord that... I have it set up now to where there's a channel for minis that are allowed to be shown on stream, and a channel for minis that if you want to keep private, you can post them there. So if you don't want it to be seen on stream at some point, you can post it in that channel instead. I have no problem sharing anyone's artwork. And I think y'all probably paint better than I do. And I've seen some of y'all's work. It's really good. And I really do like motivating you guys to paint better minis and paint more minis. All right, that's simple. There we go. Imagine being the one dude pulling the captain. Oh God, yeah. Because I doubt. Well. Yes. Yeah. Is that... Oh, hold on. I need to shorten that up just a touch. I added that today. It was supposed to be added yesterday, and then I forgot to do it, and then I worked on other stuff after stream, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll add it tomorrow. Then I started stream and forgot to add it immediately, so I added it in afterwards. I will say, right now would be a really easy way to do it because I'm using airbrush paint to... for lead melter, because I ran out of lead melter and I don't have any more showing up until Wednesday or Thursday, I think, which is kind of nice because it gives me a reason to paint orcs tomorrow. If, well, not tomorrow, the 2nd. October 1st is when our deer hunting season happens. I'm not gonna lie, probably not gonna do any deer hunting this year. and there's a pretty good reason behind it. So the last summer we had, was it last, well, it was this summer of 2025, we had a huge outbreak of what is called chronic wasting disease and blue tongue, which killed a lot of the deer population. And I really just don't have that drive to hunt this year. There's not a lot of deer running. I haven't been called out for a deer versus car in literal months, and that is entirely not normal. Usually there's 4 of those a month, and I haven't seen one come across my phone in some time. Make a different color pop out more. Kind of hard to read it, all the clutter at the top of the screen. Hey, you don't talk shit on my messy desk. Yeah, it's fine, man. I can switch it up. Red was just like the other color that I usually use. Black should probably be the best, because white's not gonna work. And I need to move this. I just now saw this cord. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna, what is it doing? Stop it. Let me edit it. No, that's fine. If you want to give me a heads up on something that I don't realize, I have no problem with it. Actually, no alert goes down here, and I don't really paint down there, so that should be visible for y'all to see pretty easy. We'll just work on this hand. Do some Aquila stuff today. I'm gonna have to pull up a reference picture of the Aquila to make sure I do it halfway decently. And yeah, we'll just keep knocking it out slowly but surely. So after October, I'm kind of tempted to leave the jump scare alert in, but it's not gonna be $5. For October, it'll be $5. I've got no problem with that. It's spooky season. I ain't got no problem having a little bit of fun in October. But after October, it's gonna get more annoying. Yeah, no. If I'm not the best in the world at doing any of this stuff, so if you want to give your 2 cents on something, got no problem hearing it. If I don't agree with you, I'll just tell you I don't agree with you, and I'll leave it the way it is. But no, you were right. I figured it was pretty cluttered up there. I didn't know where else to quite put it that would be better. So I was like, I'll just leave it up top for now. You know, this Air Lead Belcher paint that I'm using is working out way better than expected. And I knew I was going to fill in all this stuff. That's why we got the panel line accent color. I knew this stuff was not going to come out perfect. But that panel line accent color, oh my god, that is magic. That is like pure magic for doing the Death Watch stuff. Let me switch brushes. Something a touch bigger. Now, I know one of these guys gets a silver leg. And it's not this one. But I want to say it's the sergeant. Where's the sergeant at? Where's the regular sergeant? Nope. Oh, I thought one of these guys had like an Inquisition knee. Squigs or Squigoths. I do not have anything big. I have the Squig Riders, which are in the box that came with the Combat Patrol. But other than that, no big squigs. I might get a what are they? Beast Wagon? Not Beast Wagon. What is it called? The Orc vehicles. I might get a couple orc trucks. They're not terribly expensive, and some mech boys and stuff. I won't stick to a particular like dynamic of orcs. I like to jump around in all of my minis, so that's just how I am. I need copper for the fire. Flamethrower. I almost said fire thrower. What time is it? We'll stream till 10. So we got another 30-ish minutes of streaming. And then I'm going to work on a highlight video from Sunday from all the jump scares. Just have a lot of names. Yes, they do. They really do. But I haven't really messed with a vehicle anytime recently, so I want to paint up a vehicle. I think the last vehicle I painted was the repulsor, and I had a actually I had a really good time painting that. Let me flip him. The repulsor wasn't hard to paint. But now that I've seen like the Ultramarines upgrade sprue, I'm like, now I want to like go back and paint over some transfer sheets and put new transfers on it. Put like more Ultramarine transfers on it. Yeah, bro. Dude, that Boondocka. Is it the Snaz? Oh, Boondocka Snazwagon. I was thinking the Squigoth. Like, the big squig. And I was like, dude, that thing is ginormous. It would kind of probably be a giant pain to paint. Right, how dry is this? That's dry enough. Oh, cool, it stands. How well does this look? It really doesn't look that bad for me using airbrush paint. But we'll still go ahead and add a drop of my stuff. Where's my stuff? Man, I lose everything. Where the hell is it? It was on my desk. I gotta clean this desk off when I get a day off. I cleaned it off like 3 weeks ago. Oh, there it is. It was hiding. It was hidden behind something. I had it covered up. Get a lot of that excess off of there. Oh my goodness. This is such a great thing to have. Thank you, Gundam players, for the miracle that is panel line accent color. Yeah, because that made the lettering stick out so much nicer. So that is just push to fit minis that do that. So for instance, oh, actually, hold on. I've got some right here. So all Necron warriors are push to fit. And as you can see from like his foot, you can see the piece that actually pushes into the base. Everything that is a starter box, like the 11th edition starter box, will be push to fit. There's no way it's not going to be. Necron warriors are push to fit. I believe Scorpec destroyers are also push to fit. It would surprise me if the Canoptic reanimator right here is not. I know there's a lot of Necron stuff that's push to fit. The old, well, I don't want to say the old Combat Patrol is, but like the starter set box Combat Patrol is on both sides, Tyranids and Space Marines. What else? What else is push to fit? There's a lot of stuff that's push to fit, but it's usually like starter box stuff. I'm looking at all the boxes I have on my shelf. Oh, that's something I should probably start working on tonight too. So yeah, there's a handful of things that are pushed to fit. It should say on the box, if like you're looking at something, it should say on the box whether it's pushed to fit or not, and it will. Well, obviously it'll say it in the instructions as well. Let's see. I was looking for gold. I was looking for my reference picture to check the gold pattern on the shoulder blade. On the pauldron. I don't know why I keep saying shoulder blade. And did I forget to do it on the other mini? I did not. Good. The whole thing's gold. Okay. Awesome. That means I need to get this ready. I will say having them pushed to fit onto bases it's really nice. Because you don't run into the problem that I ran into last night where I was going to base a mini and the glue didn't take, I didn't let the glue sit long enough, and yeah, it just didn't want to stick properly. So I have the boss and 10 knobs, I believe is what they are. The like, not boy. I know they're not boys, but 10 knobs. I've got a bunch of these put together. I got roughly a little under half the combat patrol put together, so I'll probably finish the rest tomorrow and then base paint them white tomorrow is my plan. I'll do that off stream because I don't like to base paint minis on stream. All you're gonna hear is the air gun running. But so no stream tomorrow. Then if I don't finish that video tonight, then I'll work on it more tomorrow. I'm talking the highlights video from Sunday's stream. And what's the other thing? Oh, and then I'll work on my my big video, which is, I said I was probably gonna do it closer to my anniversary of YouTube, but technically my anniversary of Warhammer was about a month ago. So yeah, I need to figure that out at the time. Okay, so that is supposed to say silver. It's only the skull that is gold. That's what I thought. Let me take the excess paint off of that. So I don't think painting... So I've always heard you can never paint orcs wrong. Because then you'd just be like, yeah, they're orcs. So we'll see. We'll see how they turn out. The skin, I have no problem painting because I have the idea of the color I want. It's more going to be everything else that I'm going to be a little bit more nervous about. There we go, I fixed that. Oh, I forgot. I got to do a gold skull. And I'll do the Aquila on his chest. Where is that? There it is. Oh, I've also got to do that too. I'll just paint the whole thing silver. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go back over with gold, and then I'll touch up some red. We'll get the Aquila done, and then we'll probably call it a night so I can do editing stuff. This is the reason why I want a laptop I can just take with me. I can download whatever I need on the phone, transfer it over to my laptop, and then work on it then. I have an idea of something. This might look either really good or really dumb. Let me finish doing this Aquila. That's the purple cost. Yeah, God. You've never seen a purple orc, have you? Such a dumb lore thing. I do love orc lore where it's just like really dumb stuff like that. Okay, let's see how this goes. I've done this before once. If I can actually get the paint to actually start going on. There we go. That way it looks... Let's see if you can see it on camera. Yeah, you can see it. The gold tips of the eagle wings that are on top. And the rest is silver. Yeah, that works real well. I'm not too concerned about getting in between the Aquila and the gun. Because I'd have to take the mini apart to do that, and she's glued together. She's fine the way it is. So let's go ahead and touch up this. Let's clean our brush before we do any touching up. I'll probably record a little short about painting the Death Watch, because I said in a video, in a short, that it's easy to paint Death Watch because if you base paint him black, there's 90% of the mini is painted. To use a different shade of black for the face. I know you're already going to for Salamander. This guy. Yes, he is a salamander. No, I am not doing a different color of black. It states that they are charcoal black. Not like dark-skinned people. They are charcoal black. So I'm sticking with lore accurate charcoal black. Like it's unnerving, the color of their skin. It's supposed to be unnerving. And his eyes are going to be bright red. That's lore accurate. He has a half mask on, so he's going to be painted like he's supposed to be lore accurate. Although the only other thing I didn't know, well, I can't do it because I can't get those to work right, was I thought about doing some flames somewhere, but I just am not going to be able to do it yet. I've got to figure out those damn stamp kits, and once I figure them out, then we would add some flames to him. I cannot freehand to save my life, so I'm not going to freehand flames. I'm just not that good of a painter. Half mask, the same shade of black. So the hoses that come around, I'll probably change those to silver. I mean, it won't... His eyes will be beet red. I might make him a different color of black, because he's a little shiny. He might be more of a matte black. And I might have to find... If I don't have one now, he's going to stop being painted when I get to everything but his head. But if I can find, like... I know Corvus black is a bit different than Abaddon black. It's hard to really know exactly what you want to do until you've already used it on something, honestly. It's kind of a giant pain. There's like 8 different blacks, and they all look 8 different ways, and so... That's just the way I see it. Alright, so that's that done. That's all that done. That's all that done. That's the arm done. Most of the gun done. We'll keep that bottom part black. And we'll paint this right now. We'll paint both the magazines. Because they're not going to be very hard to paint, honestly. Because usually, I can't remember if I did red on my other flamer units for the canister, but this one is going to stay black. And we're probably going to add some silver or some copper to it. One or the other. I've got to honestly look at all the black paints that I have and see if there's much of a color difference on them. I do have some Citadel paints. I think I at least have 2 different blacks. I might not be 100% on that. Do a silver touch there. Make this all silver. Okay. We still gotta hit the front. Well, I tell you what it wouldn't be. It would not be a plasma weapon. I'd prefer not to have something explode in my hand. I mean, I've thought of a way to make a chainsword, like an actual chainsaw sword. It really wouldn't be that hard to do. So probably not that, because you really could just make one in real life. A power sword would just electrocute you. You couldn't fire a bolter. I guess I would. So I would take a las rifle, but only a las rifle from like a novel where they believe las rifles are supposed to be able to rip like a person in half. Not from like any other novel where it's like a las rifle's a baby gun. So a las rifle, because that would be very easy to use. If I would have to find a way to recharge the power pack, but I mean, you could technically throw it in a campfire and charge it. They don't recommend that you do that, but hey, if it works, it works. All right, we're gonna finish up the copper on this, and then I might change the color of the case or the canister, but it's not gonna be tonight. I wanted to do the 2-tone copper and silver, or copper and lead belcher. Of course, my thumb is covering that right up. Let me hit one more spot with silver. This airbrush silver works just fine. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous on using it. I was thinking it was gonna spill out, cause a mess, shoot my brush across the desk. There's that last piece. Here we go. Alright, that's the gun done. An arm done. Well, not quite, but mostly painted. Aquila. Like I said, I'll probably change his head color because I don't want it to be exactly the same as the armor. And if I'm gonna leave my armor that color, yeah. Yeah, see, okay, so if if it can shoot through some heavy armors, then it can shoot through regular body armor, and I could just sell it to the US government for an incredible amount of money. And then once I give it to them, it stops working. Are you kidding me? If the US government figured it out, they'd send the ATF after me. Good thing I don't have a dog. Alright, so we're gonna call him halfway done for now. I don't know how I'm gonna do the hoses. I'm gonna have to look into that, because one of those is supposed to be like a Prometheum hose, I believe. Why is he hooked up? This isn't, it's not like it's a where is it? There it is. It's not like it's a plasma gun where it actually hooks up from the power. Also, the fact that his magazine's back here, that's cool as fuck. Let me get that paper towel out of my hand. My brush cleaner out of my hand. That's cool as hell. Like, his whole power pack has all of his ammo. Okay, maybe, but I don't understand why there's a... Maybe it connects and adds a HUD to the screen or something. Like, his inside view. Oh, I forgot to do the brass, or the bronze. Or the brass. Yeah, it's brass, not bronze. Where's my bronze? Where's my brass, I mean? Yeah? Although, the security forces also really love to use shotguns, too. There's... Oh. I don't have a brass, do I? You know what? These are going to be bronze rounds. They're special. And I just realized I missed a gigantic spot. There we go. Alright. Looks so good. I'm super happy with how the way the Death Watch stuff is turning out. I figured it would be kind of a pain to paint, but it's really not bad. Now, if I do, like, silver on here or something, that might be a little bit different. But, I mean, he's coming along fine. We worked on him for an hour, so this is an hour of progress, and I'm pretty happy with it. We'll hit you with the end screen. Oh, hold on. Let me check Warhammer for any news. I haven't really been... I've been building a combat patrol today, so I haven't really looked at any news from the Warhammer community. Yeah, it looks like it's just the new Ultramarine stuff, which is, if you haven't seen it, I'll throw it up on screen. Where's the video capturing device? Wrong one. There we go. This is all the new stuff. I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably get this upgrade kit so I can throw some stuff on minis that I've already put together. The only thing I'm mad about is this right here. That was originally a Blade Guard veteran helmet, and now they changed it to be Primarist. And then they have, like, these sigils for doors now. These little things right here. And that's why I said I might have to paint over a transfer sheet or two and throw these sigils up on the doors. And they also have very big transfer sheets. Let's see. Are you talking this right here? I do think it's supposed to be an upgrade. It's a Ultramarine logo inside the Aquila. I think that is supposed to be a upgrade for Terminators. Although, I haven't built any Terminators that were not pushed to fit, so... I mean, take it as you can. Oh, this is a, that's a half of a Stormbolter. That's for sure a Terminator upgrade. Do they have a Terminator shoulder? I don't see one. Okay, one question. There's my answer. So, something that I hated about Ultramarines is they've got, obviously they always have like Ultra on their shoulder. Okay, hold on. That looks sick. I do like those. I'm a sucker for the little shield things. Yeah, see, yep, that's a Terminator one. But he doesn't get an Ultramarine shoulder pad. Oh no, these are your Terminator shoulder pads. Oh, okay. Like I said, I've only built one push to fit mini one. But yeah, no, the transfer sheet's having at least 2 Ultra things to where like you can actually stick it on a part that's supposed to have it, like on the side where it says Ultra and stuff, like Titus had. And then this is the Combat Patrol. Of course, they have Blade Guard veterans because they're great. A Reaver squad. Oh, a half a Reaver squad. 5 intercessors and 3. Oh, what are those called? Devastators? Oh, hold on. Reavers. 3 aggressors. They're not Devastators, they're aggressors. So yeah, that's really it for the news. I don't think there's anything new. A new rumor engine. That's a dog. That's straight up a dog. Anything else? That's the mini of the month. Nope. No news. Surprisingly, they're actually staying quiet and not talking about the 8th Space Marine Combat Patrol. Oh yeah, Tigerius. I'm not a huge fan of not Psychers, but like, I'm not a gigantic fan of librarians, so I don't know. I might not get it because of that. I will say I do like everything else that's in the box, and I need 3 more Blade Guard vets. If I remember correctly, I need 3 more Blade Guard vets to finish out the 3 6-man squads. I don't have any use for Reavers right now, but again, extra minis are extra minis. Kind of the same thing for the intercessors. I have 2 5-man squads. I guess another 5-man squad wouldn't hurt. They're a battle line unit. And aggressors I've never had before, so the aggressors I might actually want, but the actual character mini I'm kind of like, I can kind of do without. I don't have to have him. I don't know. I just don't like that character mini specifically. I don't like Psychers a whole lot. I am a World Eaters fan, so as Korn would say, fuck Psychers. But we'll hit you with the end screen. Oops, it's missing. There you go. I don't know why that was shut off. I'll say thanks for sticking around, Comatose. You specifically, because you're the only one here, I think. I don't know. Let me double check. There might be others. I know it was a late stream. I knew it was going to be a late stream. I knew I wasn't going to get everything done. I just wanted to stream for a little bit, chill, and yeah. So hopefully I can get stuff ready for tomorrow, for Thursday when we start working on some orcs. So let me go ahead and cut the background music. I still don't know what part of the game this song is from even. It drives me nuts. Thank you as always for stopping by. I really do appreciate y'all. Hopefully YouTube has figured their stuff out, and hopefully my videos will actually be promoted, unlike they were all of like the past 2 weeks. YouTube was really fucking weird. Let me check my short. Yeah, the short did really well numbers. 704. That's normal. Last time it only like threw it out to like 300 people, which was very odd. And apparently the Death Watch, where I'm talking about painting on Death Watch. Thanks for the sub. I don't know who subbed, but thank you. I did see that. I just got the notification on my phone. I get that shit in real time. Thank you for telling me that that video looks great. I might do a little bit more touching up on the scythes part, but I might do that later. I might get a couple new brushes and work on that. But yeah, no, I'm super happy with how he turned out. I'm super excited to continue to work on Deathwatch. We're going to take a short break from Deathwatch Thursday, and we're going to work on some orcs because of Orktober. And I might have a new alert dealing with orcs for Orktober as well. So we'll have a spooky alert for spooky season, and we will have a, well, obviously we already have the spooky alerts. It's the return the slab and the jump scare. And then we will have an orc alert. And then I'll continue to try. I have another idea for another alert that was originally one that I wanted to do on Twitch, but you really can't grow on Twitch as a platform, so I just stayed on YouTube instead of multi-streaming. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to quickly run to town, run a couple errands, and see, yeah, it's that simple. It's not that hard to do an orc one. So thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you for likes, comments, all that good stuff. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're also new here and you paint minis, or you want to see what other people paint for minis, check out the Discord in the description. I will approve any Discord things usually as soon as I get alerted on them. And that'll be it for tonight. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.